As a person who is legally blind and hard of hearing, one thing that I think schools need to do for students with disabilities, in particular high school and higher education institutions, is prepare students for the real world. And I say this not only as my experience as an educator, as a person with a disability, but also from the experiences of others as well. Because when it comes to providing environments that allow people with disabilities to learn skills to do jobs, hats off, fantastic. Accommodations, modifications, whatever needs to be done in order to provide the best environment for people with disabilities to learn. But what happens when you exit that area and have to go into the real world to find gainful employment? Have these institutions prepared you enough to go into job interviews and handle your job interview as a person with a disability with confidence? Have these institutions allowed you to develop self-advocacy skills that will be useful when you go into that post-high school or post-higher education world? Have these institutions sent you into the world with knowledge about your rights and protections under the law? Because here's my thing. In my opinion, my disability was never a problem until I got into the real world. Because when I was in school, everything was accommodated. Because when I was in school, my meals, my residence, where I studied and where I worked, it was all in like the same area. And there was a dedicated place on campus there to help me navigate it, both academically and any other way I would need assistance. And then I get into the real world and I'm like a fish out of water because I didn't understand all of this stuff about the real world. And because of that, I think there needs to be a lot more attention given to preparing students to deal with the real world after high school or after college. Not a simple little transition plan for hopeful employment, but intentional teaching about some of the situations they may experience after they graduate and how they can best handle them. What are your thoughts?